Cystic fibrosis is not a walk in the park.
Should have been a walk in the park for you guys.
Walk in the park.
Should have been a walk in the park for you guys.
Could you tell me what he said? This should have been a walk in the park for you guys. Do you know what the meaning of walk in the park is? Let's suppose someone is talking about a task at work and says, compared to my last project, this one is a walk in the park. The meaning of walk in the park is something that is very easy, simple, or effortless to do. Walk in the park is an idiomatic expression used to contrast a task or experience with difficulty. It conveys that the activity is pleasant, simple, or stress-free, often in comparison to something more challenging.
She's embarrassed by how she screwed up her life.
Screwed up trying to protect you?
You're the only one who's screwed up? She's embarrassed by how she screwed up her life.
Could you tell me what she said? She embarrassed by how she screwed up her life. Do you know what the meaning is of screwed up? Let's suppose someone was responsible for submitting a report on time but missed the deadline, causing problems for the whole team. A colleague says, "You really screwed up this time." The meaning of screwed up is to make a mistake, mess something up, or cause a problem, either accidentally or through poor judgment. Screwed up is informal and often used to point out mistakes, failures, or errors. It can refer to personal actions, work tasks, or situations that went wrong because of someone's decisions.
Second to none.
Second to none in skill, power, and just a nasty streak. Second to none.
Could you tell me what he said? Skill, power, and just a nasty streak, second to none. Do you know what the meaning of second to none is? Let's suppose someone is praising a chef's cooking and says, her culinary skills are second to none. The meaning of second to none is the best, unmatched, or superior to all others. Second to none is used to highlight excellence or superiority. It can describe people, skills, objects, or achievements that are unbeatable or unparalleled in quality or performance.
Spill the beans to Kate.
Gorbo spills the beans.
Who spilled the beans?
Gorbo spills the beans.
Could you tell me what he said? You almost spilled the beans. Do you know what the meaning is of spilled the beans? Let's suppose a friend accidentally reveals a surprise party to the person it was meant for. You might say, he spilled the beans about the party. The meaning of spilled the beans is to reveal a secret or disclose confidential information, usually by mistake. Spilled the beans is an idiomatic expression used when someone lets out information that was meant to be kept secret.
You got spunk.
Got spunk.
And you got spunk.
Could you tell me what he said? You got spunk. Do you know what the meaning of spunk is? Let's suppose someone is encouraging a friend who is trying something challenging and says, you got spunk. The meaning of spunk is courage, determination, or spirited energy, someone who shows boldness or guts. Spunk is used to compliment someone's fearlessness, lively spirit, or willingness to take risks. It highlights inner strength, initiative, and character rather than physical abilities.
Have to go back to the drawing board.
Go back to the drawing board.
Go back to the drawing board. Go back to the drawing board.
Could you tell me what he said? Go back to the drawing board. Do you know what the meaning of go back to the drawing board is? Let's suppose your team spent weeks on a marketing campaign, but after testing it, nothing worked, the ads failed and customers didn't respond. The manager sighs, we'll have to go back to the drawing board. The meaning of go back to the drawing board is to abandon the current plan or design because it failed and start over from the beginning with a new plan.
I'd like to let bygones be bygones.
Bygones be bygones, man.
Bygones be bygones.
Could you tell me what he said? Let bygones be bygones. Do you know what the meaning of let bygones be bygones is? Let's suppose two friends had a big argument weeks ago, but now one of them says, we fought, but it's over, let's not bring it up again. Let bygones be bygones. The meaning of let bygones be bygones is to forget past disagreements, forgive past mistakes, and stop revisiting old conflicts.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Can you elaborate on the soil test?
Can you elaborate on that, please?
Could you tell me what he said? Can you elaborate on the soil tests? Do you know what the meaning of elaborate is? Let's suppose you're in a meeting and someone gives a very short or unclear explanation. You didn't fully understand, so you politely say, can you elaborate? The meaning of elaborate is to give more details, expand the explanation, or make something clearer.
But come what may, no one will fail to do his duty to the very end.
That come what may.
Come what may.
Could you tell me what he said? Come what may? Do you know what the meaning of come what may is? Let's suppose someone is starting a new business and says, I will succeed, come what may. Here, the phrase is used figuratively to express determination to continue or stay committed no matter what challenges, difficulties, or obstacles arise. You can use it in any situation where you want to emphasize steadfastness and resolve, despite uncertainty or danger.
Don't jinx it.
Don't jinx it.
Don't jinx it.
Could you tell me what he said? Do you know what the meaning of don't jinx it is? Let's suppose your friend just scored the winning goal, and you're excitedly celebrating. You say, don't jinx it. The meaning of don't jinx it is to avoid saying or doing something that could bring bad luck or ruin a positive outcome. You use it when you want to avoid tempting fate or prevent something good from being spoiled by overconfidence or careless words.
Don't kid yourself.
Don't kid yourself, sweetheart.
Don't kid yourself.
Could you tell me what he said? Don't kid yourself? Do you know what the meaning of don't kid yourself is? Let's suppose a friend says, I think I can finish this huge project in one day, and you know it's impossible. You respond, don't kid yourself. The meaning of don't kid yourself is to stop fooling yourself or being unrealistic about a situation. You use it when you want someone to face reality instead of imagining something that isn't true.
Please, don't make a fuss.
Please don't make a fuss, Daddy. Please don't make a fuss.
Could you tell me what he said? Please, don't make a fuss. Do you know what the meaning of don't make a fuss is? Let's suppose someone accidentally spills a little water on the table, and you say, please, don't make a fuss. The meaning of don't make a fuss is to avoid overreacting, complaining too much, or exaggerating a situation. It often communicates that the problem is minor and doesn't deserve emotional or dramatic attention.
They're dropping like flies. Dropping like flies out here. Dropping like flies out here.
Could you tell me what he said? They are dropping like flies. Let's suppose there's a school where many students suddenly get sick after lunch and someone says they are dropping like flies. The meaning of dropping like flies is that many people or things are falling, failing, or getting affected rapidly at the same time. You use it when you want to emphasize rapid or widespread loss, illness, or failure. For example, during the flu outbreak, students were dropping like flies.
Make out with Gail.
Johnny, make out with...
Make out with Gail.
Could you tell me what he said? Like make out with Gail. Do you know what the meaning of make out is? Let's suppose someone says he was making out with Gail at the party. The meaning of make out in this context is to kiss or engage in romantic/physical intimacy with someone. You use it when referring to romantic or physical closeness between people. Let's look at another example to understand this better. She caught him trying to make out with his girlfriend at the party.
4 months on a budget like this?
We're on a budget.
I'm on a budget, Sandy. I'm on a budget, Sandy.
Could you tell me what he said? I am on a budget. Do you know what the meaning of on a budget is? Let's suppose your friend is planning a small trip and says, I'm traveling on a budget. The meaning of on a budget is to spend carefully or manage activities with limited money. You use on a budget whenever you want to emphasize careful spending or financial planning, not extreme poverty.
Get it out of your system. Huh?
You sure you got it out of your system? You sure you got it out of your system?
Could you tell me what he said? You sure you got it out of your system? Let's suppose your friend has been angry about something for days. After finally shouting or talking about it, you say, I'm glad you got it out of your system. The meaning of got it out of your system is to release emotions, thoughts, or impulses that you were holding inside, so you feel relieved or free. Let's try to understand it with one more example. She finally told her crush how she felt and got it out of her system.
Don't you quit on me. Don't you quit on me. Don't you quit on me.
Could you tell me what he said? Don't you quit on me. Do you know what the meaning of don't you quit on me is? Let's suppose your friend is struggling to finish a difficult task or feeling like giving up, and you want to encourage them. The meaning of don't you quit on me is to tell someone not to give up, abandon their effort, or leave you in a difficult situation. This phrase is used figuratively to urge someone not to give up, stay strong, and keep trying, especially when their effort affects you or when you care about their success.
Reaches beyond your wildest dreams.
Reaches beyond your wildest dreams.
She's beyond your wildest dream. She's beyond your wildest dream.
Could you tell me what he said? Riches beyond your wildest dreams. Let's suppose someone wins the lottery or inherits a huge fortune, and you tell them, you now have riches beyond your wildest dreams. The meaning of riches beyond your wildest dreams is to have wealth, success, or benefits far greater than you could ever imagine. This phrase is often used figuratively or dramatically to highlight extraordinary wealth, success, or fortune. It emphasizes that the level of abundance is so high that it surpasses what someone might have hoped for or pictured in their imagination.
Don't have time to screw around on.
Look, we don't have time to screw around, okay?
We don't have time to screw around.
please.
We don't have time to screw around.
Could you tell me what he said? I don't have time to screw around. Do you know what the meaning of don't have time to screw around is? Let's suppose you are on a tight deadline at work, and someone starts wasting time chatting or goofing off. You say, I don't have time to screw around. The meaning of don't have time to screw around is to not waste time on unimportant or silly activities and focus on what really matters. This phrase is used figuratively to express urgency and the need to focus on important tasks instead of wasting time.
Take a deep breath, okay?
Take a deep breath, okay?
Alright, let's just take a deep breath, okay? Alright, let's just take a deep breath, okay?
Could you tell me what he said? Take a deep breath. Do you know what the meaning of take a deep breath is? Let's suppose you are about to give an important speech or face a stressful situation, and someone says, take a deep breath. The meaning of take a deep breath is to calm yourself, relax, and gather focus before dealing with a challenging situation. This phrase is used figuratively to encourage someone to pause, calm down, and prepare themselves mentally before acting.
Cut to the chase.
Let's cut to the chase, okay?
Let's cut to the chase.
Let's cut to the chase, okay?
Could you tell me what he said? Cut to the chase. Imagine someone talking for too long or giving unnecessary details, and you want them to get straight to the important part. People also use it when they themselves want to reach the main point quickly without wasting time. It means to stop wasting time and go directly to the main point. The phrase comes from old movies where boring scenes were skipped so the audience could immediately reach the exciting chase action. If this video has taught you something new, please like and subscribe.